I was hearing echo. Nobody could hear me. Could you? Okay. As you can see, still working out some kinks, but that's okay. That's what we're doing here. Um, wow. The echo is really strange. I thought I'd fixed this some time ago. Can anybody hear me? First of all, there's no. Someone just wrote no audio. Okay. But I'm getting echo in my head. Hello, Vicky Cheeseman. Hello, Sile? Sile? I'm sorry, I'm not good with names. Bear with me for just 1 second while I figure out why. Oh, I know why. I know why. I fixed it. I'm so smart. I have to mute. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Hello, everyone. You don't want to know. You don't want to know why I was doing that. Okay. Sheila. Welcome, Sheila. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for helping us test this out tonight, because once I get it all polished up and work out the kinks and get more comfortable with everything, it's going to be pretty cool. For example, we have the cat cam there set up. There's perfect timing. He's licking his butt. Shadow. Hi, buddy. Yeah. It's just right behind me. Hi, buddy. Hi, monkey. Okay. So let's see what I'm also working out the ability to read your comments. So just let me just give you a run through. Let me just give you a quick rundown of the kind of stuff we can do with this. So I have the Trisket cam set up in the bedroom, so we can check in on Trisket. I'll find a better place for that to go. And then we'll do, I don't know, some other stuff, possibly with another camera, but maybe not. And today, what we're going to do is just run through some of the things that we'll do on Saturday Night Live. And by the way, I really appreciate everybody's comments in the chat. I can sort of tell what's going on. For a bunch of reasons, I can't watch the actual stream, so I don't always know exactly what is happening on the screen. So if sound cuts out and things like that, I wouldn't know. So one thing I thought we would do tonight, because you all are special, is have some home movies. And I thought we would show, I've got a few. First, I thought it would be fun for you all to see my previous kitty cat, the departed Autumn. This is when I lived in Arlington, Virginia. And she was special because she was not really indoor outdoor. She was an indoor cat, but I would let her go outside sort of with my supervision. I would keep the front door open, and I would go out every few minutes to check on her, and she would never stray far. And she would, well, I would call her name, and this is what would happen. Are you ready? Here we go. Baby. Come here. Hi. Hi there. Hi. Hi, friend. What are you doing? Hey, buddy. You want to go lay down and roll around on the ground? Yeah? Oh, there we go. That was my sweet little Autumn. She was a good girl. And yeah, we got Shadow right behind us. It's hard to tell. It's backwards here. Hi, buddy. Hi, Shadow. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hello. Say hello. Yeah. Hi. And if it's like we want some ambiance, I can play a little jazz music in the background, I think. Kind of doesn't look like it's working. There we go. I still haven't figured out how to monitor the audio that's going through the system. So I'd be curious to know if anyone has wants to comment with whether or not that jazz music is too loud, too soft, or non-existent. That'd be kind of cool. So I can play music in the background like that, and I can adjust it. So I'm just going to turn it off for now, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of that. I mean, this stuff is pretty amazing, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Sheila, you asked, does string of pearls have a significance? I don't understand that question. What do you mean, does string of pearls? Thank you, Vicky. String of pearls, that was a poem, I believe it's a poem, that I first heard when Michael Stipe at a concert, he would sing I Believe. Do you know that song? I believe in coyotes and time as an abstract. Let's check on Autumn. But in concert, he would start it with, "Hey man, I'm making moves and I am so much stronger than you. I am so much stronger. I am so much stronger than you. Everybody thinks the way that we thought. We thought ahead and look what we got." Here comes the string of pearls. I did not invent this world, 'cause my words a string of pearls. Anyway, sorry for that. I just felt like singing for you. How many folks are here? Just a few, right? It's okay. Like, I'm not making a fool of myself in front of a lot of people. 12. Perfect. And you know what we can do? If anyone's feeling like bold, we can try and take live calls. How crazy would that be? Can you imagine? Can you imagine doing live calls? And Sheila, I see now that you're saying String of Pearls was the jazz song. I didn't know that's what it was called, but I just downloaded jazz music off of YouTube. I'm trying to stay out of, I don't want to get in trouble for ripping music. Sean's here. Hi, Sean. Just so you know, Sean is our very special guest tonight. She is going to be live via Skype. So who wants to be just crazy enough to call in and ask a question? And you can do this on Saturday night too. I'm probably not going to put the phone number up on the screen. This is my burner phone. And I don't know. I think we might get some trolls, which actually might be pretty funny. I'll be honest. I deal pretty well with hecklers, so I ain't afraid. So, all right, I'm just going to give you all the number. Whoever wants to call, go for it. The number is 415-407-8678. I wonder if I can put that on the screen. How cool would that be if I did that? Watch this. Add text. Create new text. Okay. 415-407-8678. And I can make graphics beforehand, of course. There it is. It's up there. Cool. Y'all see that? So I can make a little graphic if folks want to call in. Sheila's going to be my huckleberry. Okay, go for it. I don't know if this will work. We're just going to put the phone on speaker through the microphone, but it'll be a good test for Saturday night. And then we're going to Skype with Sean, our first live guest ever. Oh, we've got a call coming in on the hotline. I'm going to call these cat calls. Caller, you are on the air. How are you?
I am here. I feel like I'm calling Casey Kasem.
I'm sorry, I can't hear that well. Say that again.
Okay, hold on. I had to mute my computer.
Yeah, that's key. Just like on the radio shows.
Like Casey Kasem or something.
You had to what now?
Like just playing our top 40.
This phone sucks. Can I just tell everyone? So you pronounce your name Sheila, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
And where are you calling from, Sheila?
I am calling from Colorado.
Okay, that's not too far away. For some reason, I was expecting Dublin or something like that. What do you do in Colorado, Sheila?
Pardon me?
What do you do in Colorado? Do you
I tend my cats.
you tend to your cats?
Yes, I do. They keep me busy.
Well, I can't say anything about that. That's what I do. And how long? What can you say? What city you live in? Like, we promise no one's going to stalk you or anything like that.
Colorado Springs.
Oh, very nice. Home of the United States Olympic Committee.
Something.
Home of the Air Force Academy.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, well, that's fun. And how long have you been a follower of Tradowlita?
Since Go Chloe Go first talked you into starting it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So it's been almost 2 years now, I guess, right? It's October.
Right. I posted on the thing. I came for Shadow. I stayed for Trisket. I got Rosalita.
Can't help but notice there was no Dave in there, but that's okay. It's about the cats.
Well, you were just an added bonus.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You
you.
were like the free gift with purchase.
That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever said to me. And if you could ask any question at all, what would it be?
Of you specifically?
Me or of God. Yeah.
You were God.
Is there do you have any burning questions, or are you just helping us test this out?
That's like cake or death.
Well, why don't you tell us about your cats? How many cats do you have? What are their names, etc.?
I have 3 cats.
Perfect.
They're all litter mates.
Oh, that's nice.
I took 3 because I could not stand to take 2 and leave 1 to their own devices.
You have a big heart.
Well, I don't know about that. I have a big cat. His name is Vaughn.
Vaughn?
He's named after Von Miller. You're not a sports fan, so I don't think you'll get that.
The Von Miller from the 78 Packers?
No, the Von Miller from the Denver Broncos.
Hey, I got the sport right. I was just...
Big old linebacker.
Oh, rock on.
And the little one is named Earl. He's named after Earl Campbell. He was a running back.
Houston Oilers.
Back in like the 80s.
I was just guessing. Earl Campbell was the Houston Oilers, or was that? Did you say this?
There you go. There you go.
Oh, okay, good. I feel a little bit more like a man.
And his sister's named Violet just because she's beautiful and violets are beautiful.
Oh, I love that. Well, that's fantastic. I'm trying to see if I can adjust the volume here.
Here's my question.
Yes.
From your video of Autumn, she was a gorgeous girl. Do it calico?
Well, here I don't know. I guess yes. I'm not super proud to say I never really thought about breeds before. I just thought it was just like colors of their fur, and I didn't know.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a color pattern.
Well, yeah, I never thought about it that much, and yes, she was a diluted calico, which is a term I mean I'd heard of calicos, but I hadn't heard of the diluted thing.
It's like a calico that's been through the wash a few too many times.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, but my question was, that looks like a beautiful neighborhood. I was wondering if you missed it, being in an apartment in the big city now.
You have no idea how much I miss it. Sometimes I think moving to San Francisco and going to work in Silicon Valley was the worst mistake I ever could have made. I I'm not kidding. I don't know. I go back and forth, but yes, I mean, I don't love apartment living. I owned my own house there. It was a townhouse condo. It was amazing to be able to just open my door and let the cats out. And I had two cats there, Angus and Autumn. So yes, I miss it a lot, but hopefully someday I will move to a nice little neighborhood like that again. You never know.
It's impossible to buy in San Francisco, right?
It's possible if you're very, very rich.
Like if you were back in the 60s, you could like go in one of the old houses in North Hill and pay nothing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. When I went to work at Airbnb a few years ago, and the head of compensation told me that my equity package he said, when we go public, it'll be buy a house on the peninsula, not never work again money. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Now, I didn't stick around at Airbnb long enough for it to vest. I didn't enjoy working there. But that's something that everyone thinks about here, is how to make enough money to buy a house here, where I'm just like, I would rather just move somewhere that I can afford. So Mexico is on my list. Okay, let's
20%, so I'll let you take another call, and I'll go back to my computer.
You are a GD delight, Sheila. Thank you so much for calling in.
And same to you. I'm proud to be your first.
Oh, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How nice is that, Sheila? Wouldn't it be funny if I was just like, ugh, she was awful? But of course, she's still listening, so we'll talk about her later. No, she's great. Thank you, Sheila, for calling in and letting us do that. Now, let's try this other thing, which is the live guest. Or why don't we break it up? We just sort of had a live guest. Let's watch another video. This is a video of, well, let's, this is the thing. I want to be able to say, like, do you all want to watch this or do you all want to watch this? And so I'm glad we're testing this, because there's a flaw here, which is if I do a game show, which I had planned on doing, trivia, I'm not going to be able to see your answers because it's like a 30-second, I do love you. I do love you, Sheila. I am not going to be able to see your answers, but we'll figure that out. Let's watch another video. This is a video of I sail a lot. Would you like to see what it's like to sail on San Francisco Bay? Okay, it's just like 30 seconds long. This was last summer, I think. Oh, we're surfing now. Now, this particular boat is a J105, I think, so it's a very fast boat. Most sailboats are not that fast. And we'll see my buddy, and that's me. I'm just pretending to surf because it was quite dramatic. It was very, very windy, and I was just being hilarious, pretending to sleep. Okay, let's get back. Let's see where the kitties are. Let's check on the cat cam. No one is there. Let's see. How cool would it be if I can eventually have just cameras all over the house? And so everybody's gone. Let's go find us some cats, okay? I am going to go get that. I'm going to go see where the cats are. I will be right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. Shadow. Trisket. Where'd you go? Hello. Hello. You want to go say hi to everybody? You want to go say hi to everybody? Yes. Come on, Shadow. So important to note that, here we go, the whole point of this is it's cat focused. So there will be lots of cats. And maybe you saw in the stories that I asked if anyone in San Francisco wanted to volunteer to help with Saturday Night Live, and I totally got someone. So her name's Lauren. I've never met her. She seemed really cool. and she is going to come over on. Where'd you go, Bubba? Where'd you go, Shadow? Where'd you go? Yeah. She's going to come over, and so she'll be able to use one of the cameras and sit there and play with the cats, and and then I can have picture in a picture, right? So I think I can show you right now. I can do picture in a picture with one of these. Well, okay, just like, for example, the game show. I'm just going to show you this. Yeah, the assistant, I saw Tress's comment. Yes. Are you getting angry at me? Are you? Tell everyone on the mic. Tell everyone out there. What's going on? What's going on with your feelings? If I just adjust my hand, she'll growl. Watch. This is a cat on the edge. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. This is one of her. This is like, I don't know if I want to be here. Okay, I'm not going to force you, baby. Yes. So, with an assistant, I'll be able to show you the cats all at the same time. Like, I think I can do this live. Watch this. Are you ready? Yeah, I can just like this. There we go. So that'll be the cat cam. And so you'll be able to see both. I mean, I could put all three on here. I could put the Trisket cam up there too. I won't do that right now. So are you starting to get it? Are you starting to see the realm of possibilities here? We are basically creating a talk show in my apartment, just like on Seinfeld when Kramer created a talk show using the old Merv Griffin thing. All right, so let's try this. This is going to be a challenge. Sean, if you are out there, I am about to Skype you. And like having a producer would be cool because then I could have it all queued up, do you know? But let's just try this. Hi. Hi, Sean. Are you there? Okay, it's using the wrong camera. Hold on 1 second. Your camera's not on, though. Audio and video settings. We just tested this just earlier today, so. Which camera? FaceTime. Okay, my camera works. There's you. Okay, cool. Hello, Sean. Now let's, I'm going to switch this over to Skype, and I assume everybody can see Sean. Oh, I can't hear you. There's her husband, Ron. I hear something. There's just something weird going on with your audio. Not really. I mean, I can hear a tiny, tiny bit. There's just something's wrong with your microphone. Sure, take your time. Okay. Can you all hear? I'm gonna really need I'm gonna need everybody's feedback on something's working there. Now we can.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just waiting for the folks on the YouTube to tell me that they can hear you now. I believe they can. I'm going to turn the system sound up.
Okay.
Okay. And all right, I am nearly certain that everyone can hear you. You're famous. There's over 11 people watching you
Oh my God.
right now, which is
11 people.
I know. Well, I think it's officially 12, but that's over. No, it's over 13 because we got
I
14
guess
people.
I count. Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course you count. We're counting you. And so let me just tell everyone. Okay, good. Tress, thank you, Tress, for that feedback. And the audio is working. And I want everyone to know who Sean is because you may remember her from the post.
I'm glad you just.
where what was it? You were sort of kissing Shadow. You came over and I did a
Yes.
post about that,
Yep.
and
Made out with Shadow.
yeah, and you have just an amazing story. You're so cool. But how we met is really interesting because you just DM'd me and said that you were going to be in San Francisco. I didn't know
Yep.
you.
Yep.
And you said you were going to be in San Francisco, accompanying your husband on a business trip. And could we go to dinner? And and I was like, oh, but like, okay, sure, she seems really nice, but I get real nervous, and so do you remember what I said? What was the about coming back to meet the cats?
Oh yeah, yeah. If I'm not a murderer, if I seem like not a murderer, I can come back and meet the cats.
Yeah. So I felt like that was my way of doing my due diligence. I was like, if you seem like you're not, gonna stab me or anything like that. And so we went and got sushi right near my place and ended up, I mean, Sean is the nicest person ever. You are so positive. And that's like blew me away. Your positivity is real. It's not like Instagram fake positivity like I do, like I'm a monster in real life. And then we went to then we came back and played with the cats, and then we ended up hanging out drinking until like midnight.
Yeah.
And your husband was can I tell that story about how,
Yeah, absolutely.
well, good guy. Like not that a woman needs permission from anybody to go hang out. Like
Damn straight.
I expect all these DMs, but you were very, very like conscious and aware of the fact that it might be uncomfortable for you to go over to some strange dude's apartment and look at cats. And so you would check in. You would just say, hey, everything's great. We're having fun, just hanging out. And then he said,
for the past safe word, right?
yeah, well, he said, how do I know it's you? And so I suggested that you say, ask me a question that only I would know, and then you answer it wrong. Like, how fun would that have been as a prank?
And then he said, please call me. Like, I need to hear your voice.
Well, it was super fun. Then we went motorcycling the next day.
Yes, we
and
did.
so we fell in like, and it was really nice. But the thing I brought you on tonight to talk about is the very exciting news. Why don't you tell everyone what happened with your foster cat?
Well, so a couple weeks ago, like 1 week ago, I foster cats or kittens from time to time. And I usually do pregnant mothers with kittens, or I'll find a feral mama with kittens and I'll trap her and get her kittens back. But for a local rescue, there was a kitten, a mother cat she was very, very pregnant from a high kill shelter. So I took her in, and they didn't think she was due. The shelter said she was due like right away. But when she got here, we were like, well, we really think it's going to be at least 2 weeks before she is due to give birth. So I was like, yeah, no problem. We'll get her into the vet sometime next week. So I've had her for 1 week as of Tuesday this week. So on Tuesday, I'd gone out and I'd been out running errands all day. And then I came back and I was like, oh shit, she had kittens. So I came back and I found 3 healthy kittens that she had. And then off to the side was one that was very, that she had not cleaned. It was cold and wet and kind of like drying out. It's like a little, I don't know, tadpole that had been left out of the water, like to dry in the sun.
Yeah.
And so he was squeaking, but I warmed him up, and over several hours / all night, I slowly warmed him up, and by the middle of the night, by around 4 a.m., I got him by holding him up to nurse on his own. And so, he's doing great. So now I have the mama cat and 4 babies.
Nursing on the mama cat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's make clear about that. Can we see the kittens? Is that possible?
Absolutely. So
get ready, everybody. We've got newborn baby kittens.
So they were born on Tuesday. and they're underneath my futon. So I'm just kind of gonna.
They were underneath you the entire time?
Yeah, I was sitting on top of them. All right, so I'm just gonna flip the camera around
Okay,
here.
I'll be quiet.
All right.
Quiet like a mouse.
So, yeah. Hi. So she's a Siamese, and I'm just gonna slide her out a little bit here. And you can, hi, how are you, beautiful? You're such a good mommy. So I had to put her back under just a little bit because she's not super happy about having her babies out in the open.
Yeah.
But,
Oh my
but yeah,
God.
you can see they're so tiny. Do you want to say hi?
Oh.
You can see they're just a couple days old.
Sweet baby.
Yeah, but they'll get a lot more interesting over the next couple of weeks. Right now, they're just kind of, I like to call this the jelly bean stage. They're just kind of little baby jelly beans.
Which one was the runt?
All right, so there he is. You can tell, like, if you put him right beside.
Oh yeah, he's a little smaller.
His fur is a little different. So this is the runt here, but he's doing great. His mom is like, get this back under here. So yeah, I tried to convince her to put him in this. I have this nice little cubby over here that it looks like just a big black hole, but it's like a little den that I tried to convince her to put them in, but she wants them underneath the couch, so that's where they are.
Oh, she moved them?
Yeah, she had them underneath the couch here, and then I put them in this little den that has like a really nice fleece lining and everything, and then she was like, nope, and she put them back underneath the couch. But
so I have questions, and in fact,
yes.
If anyone watching has questions, I will read them to you. But have you done this before? Have you dealt with newborn kittens before?
Yes, I have. Sorry, I'm trying to get my headlamp working here so I can shed some light on the situation. Yeah, so I've had multiple. Most of the time, I've taken a pregnant mother cat. I've also had several week-old kittens, but I either find them around my neighborhood or. See if you can get that working. Sorry, 1 second. But yeah, so this is probably my 4th or 5th summer doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get a little light so I can actually shine under the couch.
Take your time. Do not let the fact that the video is all screwed up and is ruining the show in any way rush you.
But yeah, so I've had.
Is there another cat right there?
Nope, but I got my light working. So let's see here. There we go. You can maybe see now. Hi. I'm not really sure how this is.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, cool.
Oh, what, she's pawing at the floor a little bit there.
Yeah, she does. She's making air biscuits. That's like her, like she's kneading the bread, doing the classic. She's a really happy mama cat.
Oh.
But yeah, so I've had several pregnant mother cats that sometimes they're feral, which they're completely non-socialized to humans. And usually when I get them and they're like that, they've just had their babies that are a couple days or a couple weeks old, and I'll trap them and find their babies and just I keep them captive in here until their babies are old enough to live on their own, and then I'll get the mother cat spayed and release her. But all of these babies and the mother cat are available for adoption in a couple weeks, or not a couple weeks, a couple months.
So if you can do Saturday Night Live this Saturday, because I know your schedule's a little iffy, that would be a good forum, perhaps, to ask folks in the North Carolina area. Sean's from North Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah, but if not, we can do a post about it or something like that. The other question I had was the little kitten that was sort of rejected by the mom.
Yeah.
Seems to have been welcomed back into the fold.
Yeah. So almost as soon as I put him back, like as soon as So I kind of like at first my first priority is to get him warm because he was literally like a little ice cube when I found him.
How'd you do
So I
that?
warmed I I I put him underneath my shirt up against my skin, and I kind of like hot breathed into my shirt just to make like a little kitty sauna. I was just trying to think of that. I had a heating pad, but that just didn't, it wasn't getting warm fast enough. So yeah, I just kind of improvised and made a little kitty sauna. And it worked. It worked. But as soon as I got him warm enough, and I was trying to dry him off with like a little towel that I had, but he was really kind of crusty. And as soon as I put him back with the mama, she immediately started cleaning him.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm pretty sure what happened is that he was the last one that she gave birth to. And as soon as I think that either like the mailman came or something happened that made our dog bark and startle her away from the kitten. And so she kind of forgot about him and got distracted. Like something like really distracting happened.
That's what it's like being the youngest, right? The youngest always gets screwed.
Right.
We had a question come in. Vicky asks, whereabouts in North Carolina?
In Charlotte, North Carolina.
So if any of the 14 people watching are in
the
Charlotte area, feel free to give me a shout, and we'll find homes for these sweet little babies.
And I mean, they're honestly, the rescue that they're with is fantastic. They are with a really reputable rescue in North Carolina. They have a really large audience, and obviously the mother cat is beautiful. And I'm fairly certain right now the babies are all white, if you can see, but they will turn to be like mama. So Siamese cats are born all white, and then as they get older, they develop their black points.
Oh.
So she was a stray, believe it or not. She was a stray cat turned into a high kill shelter in a rural county in North Carolina that's about an hour and a half away from here. But yeah, somehow she's she's not a purebred Siamese because she doesn't have the really alien pointy face and the super pointy ears. But
I don't know anything about that, but I'll take your word for it. That's really cool. Like you're a very, very kind and loving person, as I think most cat people are. I think you have to be, right, to love a cat. You have to.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But I think doing what you're doing is really awesome. And Sean, I think this was a pretty good test of the Skype thing. So thank you so much. And if you can join us Saturday, we'll do this again. And if not, we'll figure out another time for you to do it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, buddy.
It was very nice. I was it was a pleasure to be here.
I'm glad you were here. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, gosh. I just did like a little...
Yeah, you're totally still on. I don't know how to end Skype. That's okay. I just quit the program. I need another monitor. There's no getting around it. Oh, you can see a cat way back yonder. And now, as promised in the promo video, we're just going to do this for another 5 minutes or so. I am going to play a commercial that I made yesterday for you. Okay, so coming up next, I don't know, we'll screw around with some stuff, but first, a word from our sponsor. You've tried everything to engage and entertain your cat. Crinkle balls bore her. Laser pointers leave her cold. Catnip toys, squeaky mice, nothing seems to work until now. Introducing the String Thing. The String Thing's movements mimic those of the dangly snakes our cat's ancestors hunted for food and sport. Watch your cat come alive as the String Thing slithers, slides, dangles, and dances. Could everyday household string do this? Not likely. Take it from the inventor himself. I'm Dave George, creator of the String Thing. My patented design takes advantage of various principles of physics, including gravity and other forces, to create a snake-like experience cats can't resist. Try it today, and if your cat doesn't bat, swat, or swipe at it, I'll personally send you your money back. The String Thing. Call now.
The string thing is not a real product and shouldn't be confused for a real product, so please don't DM or comment and tell us it's just a piece of string, because that's the joke, and if you didn't get the joke, we will make fun of you. Also, don't call that number because it's the number for CIA headquarters in Langley.
And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. We are going, I hope you like that. That's a fun little thing. Oh, before I forget, if you want to call in on Saturday, you have the number. If you want to be a guest via Skype and introduce us to your cats and tell us a story or whatever, just message me on Patreon or DM, and we can totally hook you up. As I am done feeling like guilty about doing Patreon and giving our patrons a little extra love and a little more access to things like this. So y'all will always get priority when it comes to doing stuff like this. So if you're interested in being a guest on Saturday Night Live, let me know. Now, let's figure this out. If y'all have a few more minutes, I just want to test something, which is Sheila, you're making me laugh. Which is doing like trivia. Okay. Let's see, how do I do this? Game show. Oh, good. Now you know one of the answers is string. Come on. So that's one thing. Cool. Hold on. Worst show ever. This is why we practice. Bear with me. I'm just going to get this figured out. Okay. I wonder. I'll figure it out later. Never mind. Okay. So I just whipped this up really quickly. It's a little game show, trivia quiz, but we could get weird with this. Like, we can do some pretty weird stuff with this. The problem becomes this lag. This 30-second delay will kill the Okay, Sharon, that was pretty amazing. So Sharon got the question without even because we just watched the video. Duh. Still that was impressive. So note to self, like, we got to, if we do this, I either have to change the question or do it before, show the video before. And I hear some cats behind me, so here we go. This is what you came for. Now, remember, Saturday, we're going to have a dedicated assistant to follow the cats around and hold on. That's fun, right? A little picture-in-a-picture action. I'll go down here where I won't be in the way. I so love when they play. I really do. Let's just see what they're up to right now. So Shadows, oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Oh, that's pretty awesome. All right, we are going to try really quickly how to do this. So let's just try the game show real quick, the trivia question. Because it's this delay that's going to kill us. Okay, question number 1. What breed of cat is this? And I actually don't think Rosa has gotten that big. She just hit 5 pounds. And, you know, but she's a small cat. But she is bigger than she was, that's for sure. I mean, she wasn't even 3 pounds when I first got her. So as soon as you know, shout it out. In fact, if I can ask someone to do me a favor and just hit, let me know when the slide changes to the answer. Okay, Patty Jenkins is correct. It is a serval. And now I'm going to advance the slide. Oh, this blows. We got to figure out a better way to do this. I don't know how to do next slide. Okay, this is good. This is good. Answer, Serval. All right. What is Triscuit's favorite toy? I know we already know this, but I want to know what the delay is here. If someone can tell me. This is so hard. I'm on this tiny little MacBook monitor. Oh, someone answered Leo Pebra. I didn't even know. I thought you were saying something else, Sheila. Sorry about that. So Vicky just said Liger. Yeah, the answer was Serval. String. Yeah, I forgot to time it. All right, so who's definitely watching? Sheila. Okay, Sheila, I'm going to assign this to you. We're going to do something a little scientific, which is I'm going to start a timer the minute I change the slide to... All right, Sheila, I just want you to say, just type the number 3 when question 3 comes up on the screen. Hopefully I'll have a second monitor by the time we do this. Ready, Sheila? Type 3 now. So I'm still waiting. Or I can just go back and listen to the replay and time between when I said now. How it works. It's like math. Okay, yeah, 28 seconds. Bummer. Did anybody answer this one? No one's answered this question yet because you just saw it. It's funny. For me, it's been 30 seconds. Rosalita. Yes, Vicky, you are correct. It is Rosalita. She is absolutely fascinated by water. And what I am going to do is I've put her in the tub when there's just a tiny bit of water. She doesn't freak out. I made it nice and warm. And first I'm going to really scrub my tub so it's nice and clean. And then I'm going to put cameras like GoPros in there and see if she'll do anything interesting in the water. So that'd be kind of fun. So Sharon said that she saw her number 3 immediately when you said go. Yes, that makes sense. There's no delay between what you each hear, right? So that makes total sense. But for me, it was 30 seconds between when I advanced the slide to question 3 and when I saw the 3. So you can see that means it's going to take like 30 seconds per question. Which makes it kind of hard, but we'll figure it out. That's cool. Okay, question 4. What is Triscuit's favorite way to get brushed? These are so easy. These are so easy. Yes. Triscuit's favorite way to get brushed. The glove. Tress got it first, then Sheila. Oh, Patty, that's pretty good. Patty Jenkins kind of threw a wrench in the works there because she does love my goatee, but she asks for the glove. She really does. But you should get points for that, Patty. And Sharon. Okay, good. We're rolling now. And now question number 5. In terms of its unique features that distinguish one individual from another, what part of a cat's body is like a human's fingerprint? What is the cat equivalent to a fingerprint? Just going to check in on the kitties. They're just going crazy behind me. No, they're not. They were. Shadow, where you at, Bubba? Hello. Oh, hello. I'm glad y'all are getting to watch this. This is actually pretty fun. Yes, your answer is right. The nose. Correctamundo. And I'm just going to ask you all the questions and we can watch them. I don't have to put the questions up there. All right, question 6. All right, I think I was running out of questions to ask. What is the cube root of 8? What is the cube root of 8? Take your time. No Googling. Let me see if I can adjust that camera so you can see the guitars better. There's shadow. I can also move it. Oh, so sweet. This is fun, y'all. I don't know about you. Yes, Patty Jenkins 2, Tress 2, Sheila 42, which is close. You get half credit because the 2 is in there. So, good job. The cats are killing it. Cats are providing some amazing entertainment here. This is exactly what I'm hoping happens on Saturday because we'll have Lauren over there playing with the cats, going to see Trisket. All right, I'm just going to fire off. I think there's one more question. This question, I believe, is cat related. Oh, here we go. I know y'all are going to know this. Which of the following flavors can a cat not really taste? Sweet, sour, salty, bitter, or umami, which I keep forgetting is a taste. Sweet, sour, salty, bitter, umami. Yeah, it is really fun to watch them play. I am going to move. Did you see that move he just did? Did you see that combat roll? It is sweet. Correct. Patty Jenkins, you're killing it. Sharon, you're killing it. Stacy, killing it. Amber, killing it. Tress, killing it. Vicky, killing it. Y'all are amazing. You're amazing people. What's umami? Isn't that... I don't know. I Googled it just a little bit earlier. Sheila, give yourself points for sour because it's so close to sweet. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, there's just a ton of stuff we can do. And so Shadow can't taste Rosa. Yeah, no, he can't. Well, he does. She tastes like chicken to him. And I don't know if you all saw the. Let's talk about the cats for a second. I'm going to put the Trisket cam up in the corner. Bear with me one second, y'all. Add video capture device. Nope. Cancel. Add NDI source. Okay. So there's the Trisket cam. And that's not bad. Remember how bad this was like a week ago when we tried it? The microphone kept cutting out. So I bought a wireless lavalier mic. I can travel around. There's a lot of stuff. There's just a lot of stuff we can do. Yeah, Sharon, this is fun. Like, Sharon said, I feel like I have new friends now. This is delightful. I feel the same way. I don't feel the need to put on some crazy entertaining show. I think sometimes we can just like sort of chill and talk and watch the cats. And, I want it to be a thing where if you've got something to say, you can call in. If you've got a story to tell, I do. The only thing, there are some things I want to say something rude. I would love for the delay, and there's got to be a way to do it. Like on radio or on the Oscars, they can cut something out live because there's a delay. So it's a kill switch. Two things I wanted to tell you. I did have some announcements. They're not super crazy, but in terms of Patreon, I posted about that. Like the rewards were killing me in terms of having to be like on so many different sort of platforms. And I don't know about you, but Discord, I don't know. I can't really get with it. I keep it open, but not that many people are using it. I know. No one's listening to me. They're just watching the cats. But we can do both. So I rejiggered the rewards. I just heard a cat hiss. Yeah, that was Trisket. Or that was Rosalita. So they're getting kind of not too rough. And then Trisket went up there. So so I can't talk about Patreon with that happening back there. Can you hear her? She's really hissing. I'll just say this about Rosalita. She does that when she starts to lose, you know. She and then Shadow will back off and then she'll just pounce on him again. So it's kind of funny. So I rejiggered the Patreon rewards. If you feel slighted in some way, just let me know. Happy to work with you. I eliminated unpublished one of the reward levels to make things condensed. And then the other thing I want to tell you about is the writing. I met with my writing coach editor. She's awesome. We met for 2 hours, and she critiqued my first chapter. And she is a published author, award-winning published author, multiple novels, and she is a professor of literature. And the novel was a character, Justin, but it's basically me, who lives, has his own story, stuff going on, but he also writes short stories about his 3 cats, and then it would cut back and forth between the short stories and Justin. And she just thought that those are such 2 vastly different audiences that I'd be better off breaking out those short stories into their own separate short stories. So that's what I'm going to do. The novel now is just going to be about Justin and the cats, but there aren't going to be any talking cats in it, except that I will do like Instagram stuff in there. So there will be cute little Instagram things, and there's going to be a lot of Instagram in it. But the good news is that means that those short stories will be available for you all more quickly, sooner, which I will absolutely share with you all. Okay, so so Sheila said you dug the newsletter. It doesn't have to be earth-shattering news, just a fun catch-all. That was a lot more work than you might think. And I don't know. We'll see. But I appreciate that feedback. Anything else? So another vote for the newsletter. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I lose a patron every couple of days, and I don't know why. Like I worry that I'm trying to do too much and not doing anything really well, and I don't want people to feel like they're not getting anything out of being a patron, because it's hugely important. I don't want to. I have started interviewing for regular 9-to-5 jobs, but if I take one, that's going to put a huge damper on my ability to do things like this. I mean, I've worked on this all week. So work with me. Help me figure out what the best Patreon setup is. And there was something else. I don't know. I could probably still do the newsletter. Yeah, you're right, Sheila. I'm a pleaser. I've had a lot of therapy, and I've learned that I try to say yes to everything, and then I overextend myself. So we shall see. Okay, I think this was a pretty good first test of this new thing. Oh yes, the after party. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Patty. You are, I have to say, one of our more engaged supporters. So thank you so much. The after party is a really cool idea. You can't say that about your own idea, can you? But I think it could be really fun, and it would just switch to a new link that I would post, and we could just talk about Saturday Night Live, what happened, how we could make it better, have a drink together, and just chill. And I want to make more like commercials and more like funny little nuggets of things. I have so many ideas, like people sending an email asking advice about anything, about cats, life, affairs of the heart. We're going to do cat calls. I'm just going to have an opening sequence. We'll still do playtime. I'll still do story time. I can do story time as a pre-recorded video that we just cut to. So put your ideas for what you want to see, what you think works, what doesn't work quite as well for you, in the comments on Patreon, and I will see if I can't work it all in. I did something like this before, just so you know. This isn't my first rodeo in terms of live streaming. You know, I've been pretty active online since before there was a World Wide Web, you know, when it was just the internet and you had to telnet into other machines back in college. But I did a thing about 10 years ago back in that house in the autumn video where I live streamed through Wirecast. It was just like my Facebook friends, but it was called It's the Booze Talking, America's #2 drunk talk show, just behind Oprah. And it was me at my poker table, and I'd have a new drink. And Patty just said, "You're a little out of focus." Looks good to me. Are you drinking, Patty? Is it me? You're saying I'm out of focus? I don't know what that is. Yes, Sheila, the podcasts. That is exactly right. This is going to replace the podcast, so I can have guests on. And I've already talked to a couple people. And so, yeah, there's so many things we can do with this. So I'm super excited about this. All right. That's it for this first one. Thank you all for coming and being a part of this test group. And I think when I get more proficient at this, oh yeah, we have to do our end song. We have to sing along with me, will you? Here we go. May tomorrow be a perfect day. May you find love and laughter along the way. May God keep you in his tender care till he brings us together again. Good night, everybody. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much I see your feedback about the unfocused situation. I don't know what that's about. I will look at the recording. Guest appearing on stage tonight will receive a Vitamix. I don't know. We'll come up with a good closing for this. All right, we are done. Thanks all. Bye.